Hi everybody, Dr. Shook here. It is June 13th of 2016 and I want to share something really quickly with you guys about a summit that's going on. It's starting this week that I think you should be aware of. So the Healing Hashimoto Summit starts today on June 13th and it's going to go this week, and what they're doing is they're going to be have 2 to 3 or even 4 speakers per day, and it's free to attend. You can register for it and you can listen to these speakers, but they're going to be a diverse group of speakers talking about a lot of different aspects of Hashimoto's, from diagnosis to ways that you can help support it nutritionally, to diagnostic testing that's available, to the mind-body connection, and talking about different aspects of it. So there's some really great speakers. I want to make you guys aware that that's happening today on the 13th. I want to really bring your attention to one of the speakers in particular, Datis Kharrazian. Dr. Kharrazian is the person that I most closely follow with my approach to working with Hashimoto's. He is, I think he incorporates the immunological side, so he looks at the immune system, but he also looks at the nervous system, and he looks at the body. He's got a very unique perspective because of his background in functional neurology, and he's just an exceptional speaker. I really encourage you guys. His presentation and what he's going to talk about today is only going to be about 30 minutes long, so if you can, make sure you catch his talk. It's really going to be, I think it can be the most paradigm changing and give you the most shift in your perspective to understand autoimmunity and Hashimoto's, and really to help you figure out, a different way to look at what's happening with your body. And I think that's one of the most important things, that if this summit or any of the things that I teach you guys does, is that it helps to shift the way that you look at what's happening to you, rather than from you looking at it from a perspective of how can I treat the way that I feel, to how can I address what's happening, actually the biochemical, the immunological problem that's happening. If you can understand your problems better, you can always support them better. So Dr. Kharrazian is going to be a huge highlight today, and then also Dr. Tom OBrien is going to be talking. He's another guy I like quite a bit. Dr. O'Brien is going to be talking about, he knows, he is the gluten doctor. So he's going to be talking a lot about gluten and dietary proteins and how they can affect the GI tract, and then when the GI tract breaks down, how that triggers leaky gut or intestinal permeability and can lead to this immunological problem. And we know that gluten has a very strong association with Hashimoto's, so definitely check out his talk as well. I will tell you that some of the speakers, I purchased the summit weeks ago, and so these are recorded, obviously, what they're going to do, but they only release so many per day so that people can have an opportunity to watch them. And they're free right now, but you can purchase them in advance and have access to them. They're really affordable, and there's some great information that I think can help you guys significantly. But some of these speakers are going to talk about things that I don't completely agree with, and I'm sure they don't completely agree with everything that I say either, and we're all just trying to share information and help one another. But some of them are going to talk about antibodies, and how antibodies to your thyroid, so if you have Hashimoto's, if you have antibodies to TPO or antibodies to thyroid globulin, how if those antibodies are coming down, that you're doing better. And all I can say is, if you can give me some literature that shows that is occurring, and that lower antibodies mean that your immune system and your autoimmunity is doing better, then please share that with me, because I don't have that information. And my understanding is that the antibodies fluctuate all the time. So they fluctuate up and down. So if I check them 2 times today, and I check them in the morning and my antibodies are 2,000, and then I check them in the evening and they're 300, am I doing better? It's the immune system doesn't work that way. So to use the antibodies, the thyroid antibodies, as a marker is, I think, until I have good information and good literature that supports that, I can't make that statement. So you're going to hear some of the speakers talk about how these antibody levels coming down mean you're doing better, and I think that I just like to see some literature on it so that I can say that with confidence, because my understanding of it is that they fluctuate all the time. So how can you use a marker that fluctuates significantly to help give you guidance as to how your autoimmunity is doing? That's just my 2 cents on it today, but I wanted to make sure you guys definitely catch Dr. Kharrazian, definitely catch Dr. O'Brien. I think they're great highlights. There's some other wonderful speakers today as well. Dr. Ballantyne. Sarah Ballantyne's wonderful. And then there's going to be other talks on cooking and some other things, and just some fantastic speakers. There's going to be 4 today, and they're really, really good. So I encourage you guys. The best thing you can do is educate yourself, become your own advocate, take your health back. So you can check that out. There's a link that I have below that I want to share with you guys. You can go there if you're interested in checking out the summit. And then below that, I'm also going to share with you guys my 9 tests required to understand your thyroid. So if you want to understand the laboratory analysis that you need to have done to just understand how the thyroid functions, you can also check that out below and go to the website and learn more about it. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I appreciate you following us, and I just want to make you guys aware of the summit today that's going to be going on this week. I look forward to seeing you guys and hearing how you do in the future. Thanks.